The Clockmaker's Apprentice. Oliver arrived at his Uncle Theodore's workshop for the summer, dragging his suitcase behind him. He looked around at the dusty room, filled with clocks of every size and shape. Tick-tock, tick-tock, went 100 different sounds. This is going to be the most boring summer ever, he mumbled to himself. His uncle, Theodore, a man with kind eyes and a beard the color of sawdust, smiled warmly. "Welcome, Oliver. This is where time lives. Every clock has a story, a memory of a moment it has counted." He gestured to a large grandfather clock. "This one has been ticking for over 100 years. Oliver just shrugged. He didn't care about old clocks. He wanted to be outside, playing soccer, or inside, playing video games. He wandered through the maze of ticking machines, looking for something, anything, that wasn't a clock. In a far corner, he saw a large shape covered with a velvet cloth. "What's that one?" he asked, pointing. Uncle Theodore's smile softened. "That, my boy, is the star clock. It's the most special one of all. It was my grandfather's, but it's been silent for a long, long time." Later that evening, after his uncle had gone to bed, Oliver crept back into the workshop. He couldn't stop thinking about the star clock. He carefully lifted a corner of the velvet cloth. The clock was beautiful. Its face was a deep blue, with constellations of tiny, glowing stars. The gears inside glimmered like a galaxy. Oliver reached out and gently touched the clock's face. A soft hum filled the air, and the tiny stars on the face began to spin. Suddenly, the room shimmered, and Oliver was no longer in the workshop. He was in the same room, but it was younger. And a younger Theodore was sitting at a workbench, his face full of worry. In his hand, he held a tiny broken pocket watch. The younger Theodore worked with great care, his brow furrowed in concentration. He used tiny tools to fix the watch's delicate gears. Oliver watched, mesmerized, as the young man's hands moved with a practiced, loving rhythm. With a final click, the watch began to tick again, and a look of pure joy spread across Theodore's face. The vision faded, and Oliver was back in the quiet workshop. He stared at the star clock, his heart beating a little faster. He had seen a memory, a moment of true care and passion. He finally understood what his uncle meant about clocks having stories. The next morning, Oliver told his uncle what he had seen. Theodore smiled, his eyes twinkling. "That was the first watch I ever fixed. It belonged to my father. He gave it to me when it broke, and I worked all night to make it tick again. It taught me that time isn't just a number. It's a gift you give to something you love." Oliver looked around the workshop again, but this time he saw it differently. He saw the love and care in every gear, every spring, every ticking pendulum. He pointed to a small, broken clock on a shelf. "Uncle Theodore," he said, his voice full of a new kind of excitement, "will you teach me